Hi Edgerton, it's Mrs. Wallen. I am here today to show you how to make something called a Flextangle, and you are going to need a scissor, a roll of tape or some glue, your worksheet, and you can also use coloring supplies if you want to, you don't have to decorate the worksheet before you start. So you can see that I started coloring my worksheet, and when I'm finished with that, you'll want to cut along the really dark black line that goes around the outside of this whole shape, so that your new paper looks like this. The Flextangle, when it's finished, just if you're curious what it's going to turn out to look like, will be like this. It's a 3D form, and it does exactly what it says, which is to flex around and move. So it's really cool. If you are able to fold it and cut it correctly, yours should work no problem. So let's get started. After you have your worksheet cut out, you can try to follow the directions that are on the bottom of your worksheet, and we have cut it along the bolded line, but now we need to crease the dashed lines. So these are all the dashed lines, the ones that are vertical on your worksheet. And it says that you're supposed to crease them face to face, which means that you would want to go like this and fold it so that you didn't see the line anymore. That's tough to do because then you can't see the line. So oftentimes what I will do to start is to fold it backwards so that I can see the dotted line right here, and I make one crease and get it started, but then I just kind of cheat and I go backwards and I give it a really good crease that direction, the way that it's supposed to be. So I'm going to quickly fold all of my dashed lines vertically so that you can see how to do this part, and you'll notice that, like I said, I'm going back and creasing them the way that the worksheet told me to, after I do it the easier way. And then the step after that is working with the diagonal lines. And those are not dashed. You'll notice that those are solid black lines so that you can tell them apart. Okay, I'm all done with those. So this is what you should have so far. Then you're going to flip it this way so that you can see the front again, and this time we're going to be focusing on those diagonal black lines, okay? So there's two directions actually that we have to fold those. So first I'm going to start, this time this is the correct way to fold it so that I can see the lines. So on all of the diagonals, fold it back to back like that. And then you're going to kind of move your paper a little bit so you see the next line pop out. Make sure that it's as close to that line as you can get it so that it will fold correctly and match up later. Okay, give it a really good hard crease. The more that you crease this, the better it'll work later on. All right, and I have one more crease for this direction, like that. So I've only done it once. I have some diagonal lines going this direction, but now I have to turn it over and find the opposite diagonals. Crease those really hard as well. And again, we're going to go back to back. So the white paper is touching the white paper as we fold it. One more, and then when you're finished, you should be able to see that you have all of these little triangles on the back. Now this is the fun part. On 3 parts of this, you're going to see glue, glue, glue right here. I prefer to use tape because it works more quickly. If you decide to use glue, the problem is that you have to hold it for a really long time until it is completely dry in order to be able to attach it around and have the Flextangle work. So if you have Scotch tape, I think that works a little better. What you're going to do is find the 2 pieces that say glue, and then on the opposite side there's a point right here, and you're going to put that together. And so if you kind of pinch it like this and put it together, you'll notice that it kind of makes a cool triangle shape like that. So grab your tape, little pieces work best, and you're going to really gently put one piece of tape on the first side and then bend it over the fold like that to the second side. Each time you do this, make sure that you're working very gently as you press the tape. If you push too hard with the tape, you'll crush the form that you made, and then it might not work when you're bending it around later. Here's the second one. I'm taping it here, very gently pressing it down, kind of recreasing it right there so that it has a nice sharp corner. And then I'm going to do that on my second set right here. Okay, I have one more, you guys. Almost done. Here's my final set of triangles. All right, and then once you have this finished, you're gonna take a look at both ends here, okay? So this says end tab, and right now it's straight out, but where those dotted lines are, I want you to hold both of those pieces together and try to crease it and make a fold as straight as you can right on those lines. And it's tough because it's a teeny little piece, but try your best. All right, so you should have a folded tab that looks like that. On this side, that's open, and that's where this tab is going to eventually go. So you can form it around like this to get it into the shape of a flex tangle, and then you just kind of have to bend it in there so that it goes inside. So I'm going to grab my piece of tape first, and then I'm going to get that tab to kind of slip in there like that. You can see that, okay? This is a great step if you have a little brother or sister or a parent nearby. Kind of makes it easier if you have someone that will hold that for you so that it doesn't accidentally pop out when you're trying to put the tape on it. So everything has been taped except for one hidden part. So right now my Flextangle actually should work pretty well. I'm going to do it really slowly though, because when you flip it once around, you might notice that that end tab right here is popping out the other side. That was the side that we didn't tape yet. So when you flip it, I like to flip it and put one last piece of tape right here on the inside so that that doesn't come apart again, okay? Now it should work. So let's try it out. Hey, there it is. And you can have endless amounts of fun flipping this around and around and around, okay? Like I said before, I do think it looks kind of fun when you have some color on it too. And so that would be your first step. But give it a shot. Hopefully you'll be successful and have fun. All right, talk to you guys later. Bye.